to another episode of the Wayward Wanderers. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited for this tonight's stream. It'll be absolutely amazing, and everyone looks so good today. So, for the person that's gonna, tell us what happened last time, Bree, do you have the honors of doing a what? Wait,
yeah.
What? No, what? Why are you here? Get back to your screen. Get back to your screen. Get back to your screen.
My screen?
Your screen.
My screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about
Sorry,
that.
guys.
Sorry.
We did rehearse this before, but apparently our someone.
I'm just not very. I'm not very professional. Sorry, guys. I don't have I don't have my cat with me, so I've got this fancy shindig crown. So last time on Ree's recap, I say Ree's recap on the Wayward Wanderers. Shut the heck up, Kai.
I didn't say anything.
Your
brain, your thoughts are so loud.
What happened last time?
Last time, it was a bit messed up. We had a bunch of zombies that came out of the ground and out of the ocean, and basically decimated the whole town trying to get to us. Whoopsies! What? Is that another town we've left in ruin and then run away from? Yes it is. We should really have a tally chart at this point, like a bingo. We then traveled quite far to try and get away from them, thinking all was fine and good. It was not. Luckily, Rook was with us as we ventured deeper into the woods and closer to a lot of, I'd say tense areas for some members of the party. Val, Coraline, a bit awkward there. But we got ambushed by some skeletons out of the ground. So, no short rest or really long rest for us there. We then had to keep moving, and one of our allies, I suppose, a young boy who came with us, who was part of a group of fortune tellers, told us that we had to head to a group of people that Saint know very well, her family, actually, in order to rid ourselves of a curse that was placed upon us. So we parted with Rook, and we are now making our way to Saint's home country, I guess.
That's amazing. That was really good, Ree.
I know. I actually surprise myself sometimes.
You know what? You shouldn't. You're always amazing. Wow, guys. Where you guys been? Sorry, I'm so late.
It's fine. We figured.
Did we just kill the puppet? Oh my god!
He's just resting.
I'm sorry. I really wish everyone had seen the angle that I saw.
Either way, that was.
Why didn't you film it? You have a phone. You could have.
It's all recorded on
screen.
Oh,
recreate it.
Exclusive content.
Behind the scenes, Calder trying to climb up on the
This is my son, by the way. Yeah, that was really good. I thought that was great. You want my son? There you go.
Do you want your son?
So yes, that was a very dramatic way of ending the episode last time, as it was a lot of feelings, a lot of drama, almost death. So yeah, are we ready to start the episode? What do you think? So puppet.
Yeah.
what do you think, Marcus?
What do you think, Marcus? Kill them. You naughty
Marcus Bunker.
I have gotta say.
Okay, entire party.
Hey! Get that snake away.
Look, it's okay. He's so innocent. He just eats Christmas presents. It's all good.
Can't believe Stevie's getting jealous of a sock snake.
We should all be jealous of something.
Eat you.
He's gonna eat me.
Did you not watch the movie?
He only eats Christmas presents. It's all good.
She is not a gift.
Ree is a gift to all of us.
She's safe. It's good.
Well, can unwrap me anytime.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
And let us get to the 22nd episode of the Wayward Wanderers. Let me just change the limit. You've parted ways with Rook. It's fun. Where you guys have like an just to, get your bearing, heal up. Nothing really happened in that farm. Some of you maybe had a horrible dream. But nothing not like magic related, maybe just trauma. Some of
Just
you,
the trauma.
just the trauma. Some of you maybe, did sleep really well because you needed that rest and you were able to rest properly. You can choose where your state of your. Some of you maybe were too scared. But did even so, just so you don't have. That find some answers about this. This one.
The stream is saying that the music is a little bit loud.
Oh, is it? Thank you so much for telling me. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
They're saying it was overpowering your voice a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, it's because we have the mic. I'll talk louder. I can project. Some of you.
Pull out that theater
There we
kid.
go. So you can choose how your characters feel. And on cue, Sheba enters. So let's start with you, Cadaver. I feel like Sheba made that call. So Cadaver, it is morning. You feel how do you feel actually? Who do you choose?
I think he's feeling pretty Sheba, oh my god. I don't think he slept. I think he's very wary and unsettled about everything, and he's just wanting to keep a watchful eye. So yeah, I think he didn't sleep at all that night.
Didn't sleep at all. I would like you to then take a level of exhaustion.
Okie dokie.
I feel like she probably slept, but she was like, tossing, turning, kind of in that like state in between like sleeping and not sleeping.
Yeah.
So she's probably still like laying down, like not wanting to get up.
That's fair. At least she doesn't have a level of exhaustion.
Right.
The mic, I can hear through your head.
And project for me so I can hear you too.
Whoa, okay.
So I can't hear you on here.
Hi!
Yeah.
How's Val doing?
Did Gwen sleep?
Did Gwen sleep?
I'm gonna roll a dice. If it's above 10, she did. If it's below, she did not. I rolled a 4. She didn't.
She did not sleep.
Okay. So I was gonna say if Gwen slept and like insisted Val sleep too, he would have, but if she didn't, he probably didn't sleep much.
Okay.
He might have dozed a little bit, but probably didn't really.
Gwen, please take a level of exhaustion. Val, you're fine. 8.
Sick.
Can I ask really quickly how I take a level of exhaustion?
Yes, exactly.
When you go on condition, click on condition,
I see. Thank you.
and at the
honey.
very bottom.
1 level of exhaustion. When you get 6, you die.
So you gotta sleep before then.
Okay? Don't be dumb. Please sleep. We would like you to be alive, please. Until I decide to. Saint!
Actually, Saint is probably still dead asleep because she took what was left of her medication to calm herself down and took too much, and now she will probably sleep until they get to where they're supposed to. Somebody has to wake her up.
Absolutely. So no level of exhaustion, so you go into deep sleep. You're good. Fine. You're rest. So, the 4 of you that are awake, the Coraline and Val, you're the only 2 that do not have a level of exhaustion. As you see your
Nice.
friends a
The
bit
2
more.
bards.
The 2 bards
Great.
are good. They have.
Don't worry, guys. We got this.
They always walk in the beat of their own drum as you look at your friends. 2 of them awake, but didn't sleep a wink. And Saint is still asleep. You know that she will for a while. What do you want to do? I'm going to say that the farmers are not there. They left for the market that morning, but they did leave some eggs and some toast for you guys before you had to go on your journey.
That
So,
was nice.
what do you want to do?
Val's probably gonna start some water or look for some water to make tea with.
That's good. Yeah, you find that quite easily. There's a well outside. You just take a bucket of it. There is a little kettle that you can put above a fireplace. Readily, easily. Have some tea.
Nice. That's what he's doing.
Oh,
I feel like she's probably she's awake, but she's probably still laying down.
and tell me, what else does she do?
He's
Okay.
just laying there.
It's a role-playing
I don't know.
game.
Okay,
It
I will
might be
say
improbable.
Val
We can do
goes.
this.
Val goes and makes tea, and then he walks over to where Coraline is still just laying there, and offers her a cup.
What kind is it?
It is
Kind of smells it.
It's like a ginger and cinnamon, like something warm and spiced, and just comforting.
Delicious.
It's delicious.
So delicious. Thank you. She takes a little sip.
He's gonna kind of sip his own, and he's gonna be like, I wasn't quite sure how you took your tea. I figured a little bit of honey would. It goes quite well with this blend.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever tried this one before.
It's from the south, imported. I don't have very much of it left, but I guess I can restock in a little bit.
Yes, it does look that way, doesn't it?
Never been down south that far, at least. This is pretty much as far as I've been. Well, a little farther down in this country, but you know.
Yep, I'm pretty sure we are going as far away from home as I've ever been.
Wow, I love Samwise Gamgee.
Stop it!
That's what I thought
my,
of too.
my friend! No.
If I take one more step, this is the farthest I'll ever be from the Shire.
Is Coraline wearing her little pin that Val got
Of course
for her?
she is. Yes,
Okay,
always.
he's-
She never takes it off.
He's gonna look at it and he's gonna kind of just he's gonna smile a little bit to himself, and he's just gonna be gesture to it, and he's gonna be like, I'm glad you liked my gift.
I love it. I think I probably love anything you got me, though.
Well, I do have quite fine tastes.
You do. You do. Finer than mine.
Please make
Ah,
a deception check.
Huh? Make a
So please
deception
make a
check.
deception check that.
A deception check. Val has nice. He has very expensive taste.
I'm just bullying you. I'm just bullying you.
I think I like it.
Yeah. So, she can... coming for you next. Just wait. I'm coming for you.
Coming for your left shoes.
I'm coming for your left shoes. He's
Okay,
he's
I'll
gonna
send
just
the
kind
puppet
of
on it. Yeah, continue.
perfect. He's just gonna kind of think for a minute. He's gonna be like, I don't think that I've ever given a gift freely before.
Well, it's an honor to be your first recipient, then.
He's gonna kind of think for a second and be like, well, technically I did give Saint her gift first, but just a matter of
Always a
What am I,
bridesmaid,
chopped
never
liver?
a bride.
No, Coraline, you
Does
fucking
she-
chose
does
that.
that-
You
is
could have
that
been a bride
Coraline or
so
Blue?
quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that was Coraline, he would have called her out on that and be like, "Well, actually, you did leave a rather
Yeah.
eager fiance behind."
She's like, I'm going through a breakup right now and I'm really fragile.
He's going to just kind of, be like, "Well, next time we have the opportunity, if you'd like, I will get you a gift first."
Honestly, you've already given me so much. Thank you for your help with Roger, by the way.
Of course. I'm not used to caring for people, and I'm rather new to the whole thing, so I'm sorry if my offer for help was not the right kind of offer, but thank you for letting me help.
You have to start somewhere, right?
As you two are having the sweetest conversation, let's go to the two sleep-deprived bastards. As the how where do we find you two? Let's start with you, Kadana.
I think Cadaver probably would have started making the fire. And maybe I think he's just sitting by it and having something to eat. If he can't sleep, he'll eat.
Solid plan.
So Val makes a fire like later. So is this the fire in a kitchen, or do you make a fire outside? Does Val make a fire to me?
They're outside.
They're inside.
He goes outside, and he
goes
probably
outside.
makes his
Yeah.
own little fire. I think he
Absolutely.
wants just a little fire pit by himself
Yeah,
for a bit.
That's fair.
He's like, "This is prime brooding territory."
Yeah. I could feel the flame so close to my face. Yeah. The embers are catching my eyelashes.
Everything burns around me, just like my relationships. You know?
This, as side note, Stevie, haven't you actually burnt off your eyelashes once for a TikTok?
Shut up, Ree. Stop it.
Free.
Stop talking.
Um.
Yes, I did burn my eyelashes off one time. It was one time.
Hey, you know what? It happens to the best of us.
So, Gwen, how do you find?
Gwen's probably been outside literally most of the time that they've been there, just with her sword at the ready. She's just very anxious, and ever since she got spooked by the skeleton hand out of the ground, she's just like, I don't trust the ground that we step on.
Actually, can you make a quick wisdom save for me? Actually, not a wisdom save, wisdom check. Just a wisdom check.
Okay. 1. Right, okay, this dice, these are beautiful dice. They were made by Rob?
Jumfreo.
Oh, there you go, right. These are beautiful dice. Not rolled once very well. So, 1 plus, my wisdom save is pretty decent, but it won't save me 10 total.
10 total. Okay, no, it's not that bad. You feel as if you heard the voices of, the monsters and the zombies, like almost like a whisper in your head. It's so weird, sorry. I'm like DMing her, she's next to me. So, you like almost hear it like a whisper in your head, like almost like a wind blowing, through the leaves. But it doesn't feel like it's actually that. It doesn't drive you mad. It's not quite the reason that kept you awake. But every time you think about it, and you almost try to reach for it, you can hear it, and then you just shake your head off.
Okay, that's disconcerting.
Are you wearing the helmet?
The
okay.
circlet.
The circlet, yeah. Do you understand what they're saying?
Fun times. She's probably just like, every time she hears it, she's like, don't like that. Don't like that.
Okay. So you went. Do you find cadaver at all, or do you?
I presume so.
Yeah,
I presume she really just watches him build the fire, and maybe at times like goes to suggest that like maybe you just use a different stick at the bottom, but like with like refrains because she's like he can build a fire on his own. She doesn't need to insert herself into every single wilderness aspect of it.
Cadaver's in a brooding mood. Does Cadaver just give the this is brooding territory? Does he actually put up a sign?
He probably, once Gwen comes over, if he notices like her making faces at her, like hearing things, he's gonna be like, "Why don't you have a seat? You seem tired and worried."
Not really. Just sit down, actually. Standing. It's good. It's me. Where?
I understand. Things are a little scary at the moment, to say the least.
They are.
It's okay to be scared.
I know. I'm not.
I had to
someone
tell
who's gonna
myself
avoid
that.
Oh. I've never been one to shy away from being scared. No. People who pretend that they're not scared, or people who try and live without fear, that end up being
You miss him? Your brother?
Um,
I'm
miss-
sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
No, it's fine. I think I miss him the same way I miss
I
my
can't
father.
hear.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
hear Ree.
I'm very quiet, I think. Here we go.
You're good.
Bring the mic here. She's just gonna kind of rub the back of her neck and just. I think I miss him the same way I miss my father. Because the man that we met, he wasn't my brother anymore. At least, not the Eric I knew. So, yes, I suppose I do miss him.
Sometimes, I think what my parents would think of me. I'm very different from how I was as a boy when they died. And I wonder if they would like me. Sometimes I think they would, and sometimes I doubt it very much. But I hope that I at least made them proud in some instances. I miss them very much. It's nice to hold on to good memories, especially in times like this. Keeps you warm.
I'm afraid I just feel rather cold.
Cadaver just goes over and hugs her.
She's gonna hug him.
We have two very sweet moments. Someone who is having a very sweet dream. You guys find yourself going, packing your things up again and getting chewed. As who carries Saint?
Gwen can. She's strong, woman.
She's strong.
How does she carry her?
Yeah,
How is this going? Can
Bridal?
you describe that?
Right, yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
literally
throws
gonna
her
say.
over her
I'll
shoulder.
describe
This is
it.
Saint.
I'll describe it. She's gonna
Like a sack of taters.
She's gonna ease down.
With the
She's gonna
snake.
very carefully. She's gonna very carefully put her hand underneath her head, like stroke back some of her hair, and then lift her up, cradling her to her chest before laying her very carefully down in the cat. Was that good enough for you, Vane?
I will dream about it.
That's what you dream about. You dream about being like when this happens. You dream about just floating just, you know, on clouds, and you just feel warm and safe.
That's
like
suspicious. She's probably like thinking, this is suspicious. I haven't had such a nice dream in a long time.
Yeah, like, that's suspicious, so weird, yeah. I say the same thing. As you guys get onto the carriage, I'm guessing you, Gwen... Oh, it's the food. I'm guessing you, Gwen, are the one who's going to be driving.
Yeah.
So, can you please make a just survival check for me, just basic, to try to figure out...
Come on, baby.
That you know where you're going.
Where's that? Somewhere down low goes the 20, right?
Yes, it was it a nat 20?
It's a nat 20, so plus my survival is... And my stern talking. 26.
20 freaking 6. You...
Oh, hell yeah.
You just know. It's not even like your knowledge or skills that get you there. I don't know where I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak into the webcam, sorry. Because it's just so weird to do it like that. Like, you, like, almost like at the back of your hand, you just feel drawn to where you're going. You see, like, so clearly, like, the arrows that are taking you there. As you are one with the horse, you're one with the roads and nature. And you have just a sense, because you remember also where, like, kind of Rick vaguely told you where to go. You just know. There's no question about it. Is anyone sitting in front with Gwen, or are the rest of you at the back?
Alright,
Val's
fine.
in
No
the
one's
front.
Oh, okay.
That's
There was like
the
silence,
front.
and I was like,
Yeah,
alright,
two
fine. Keep
Okay.
your secrets.
Val, you will come to you in a second, as the three of you, 2.5, are in the back. The fox kind of nervously goes over to you, Saint, and is trying to, like, figure out, like, just checking that you're not dead. And when they find out that you're sleeping, they do bow around you. As the cat goes and is just sitting next to you. In a way that cats do, is like, I would like to be cuddled, but only with your eyes. Don't touch me though. I want to be next to you, but don't touch me.
I fully understand.
I know you would. So that's what's happened to the wee bastard. As you, Coraline, sit with your friend, either strumming your new, figuring out stuff, trying to take in at things are getting a bit more serious. It'd be a bit scary. Actually, you know, I just realised, Gwen, I didn't want to take away your nat 20, but you do have 1 level of exhaustion, so that was a disadvantage roll. I just realised.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Still good?
It's a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking... You see
Gwen,
I knew that was
take
gonna happen.
everything-
I
take
knew
everything
it.
I said, and I'm gonna say everything I said, but when you are confident that you know
hate
exactly
that. I
where you're
hate
going.
that.
You got a 7 total though, because it's +6, right?
Yeah.
So you are feeling confident that you do know that the wind is on your side, that your instincts are true, that you remember everything that Rook told you. You are incredibly confident that you know.
Can Val roll to help since
You would-
he's sitting up front?
I'm gonna let you do that later when you realise that maybe she's going the wrong way. But I'm gonna let you roll to
Okay,
see if
valid.
you realise she's going the
She's
wrong way.
real confident though.
Mm.
Okay.
But I hint a doubt.
So high highs and low lows, exactly. As you start driving, you start going quite the route and you can now make a perception check for me first, Val.
Okay,
Since
perception.
yes, and since you did sleep, you don't take a level of exhaustion, so it's a straight roll.
Ooh, perception. Where is my perception? Oh,
You wanna know why this is so disconcerting? Because I can hear your voice here, and like, but I'm trying to look at you here.
I know, it's so hard. It's like, so Gwen. Play the camera. Always play the camera, guys. What did you get, lovely?
26.
You just took your roll. You took your roll. You got a 26 earlier.
I
didn't you?
did, yeah. No,
I mean, I only
How
rolled
the-
an 18.
No, but how
I
they
just have a plus
turn
8 on perception.
tables. So as Gwen, because the perception is quite high, as Gwen starts driving, you're like, this is wrong. This feels wrong. No, this is not where we're supposed to go. So you stop her.
He's going to kind of just be like looking around and be like, and he's just gonna kind of like, Gwen, not to be a secondary carriage driver, but I do
Okay,
believe
no.
we're going the wrong way.
No. I'm very, very certain that it is this route. I remember
Okay.
exactly what Brooke said.
He's going to point at like a rock outcropping that they're passing by, and he's going to be like, "This is the third time we've passed by that. I do believe we're going around in a circle."
I think there's just a lot of rocks that look like that.
He's going to pull out his notebook and flip it open to a little sketch he had done of the rock outcropping as they passed it the first time. And he's just going to be like, "I don't think so."
Well, fine then. Where do you... Thank you for the prop.
Do that now.
I think...
Let me have this.
I think... Fine. Where do you suggest we go? Oh, wise... map...
Make a
man.
survival check. Oh.
A what check? Survival? Ooh. That wasn't... I was screwed. Let me see what my... I don't think my survival's very high.
That's what's fun about it.
Well... that would be a 12?
It's 5 better than Gwen. You vaguely remember kind of which direction you're gonna start on at least. You remember which like road he told you to like follow. You're not entirely sure like is this the one. Well, you can't remember the one you left or rights after that, but you do remember. No, we have to go this way first.
Yeah, he knows the general direction.
The general direction of it. You're not certain like what happens, but you know it's one way at least. That way.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna kind of just motion and he's gonna be like, well, that's a good place to start, I think.
There is a bowl in the kitchen. Right
Oh my
there.
god.
We're trying to
It's
play
underneath
charades
the
without
kettle.
disturbing
It's
anything.
covered underneath the kettle.
We were doing a really good job. We were doing a really good job.
It was great. It was just the fact that Val addressed Gwen while you were in the
I
middle
didn't-
of that, and it was like,
Yeah,
oh.
he was, and I was like, whatever. We have pasta bowls as well. They're a lot bigger by lot. So sorry. Let's just say that you convince Gwen really well, and you start driving towards where you think you're supposed
She'll
to go. It's maybe begrudgingly you follow Val's lead, as you do feel that he maybe has a point, but you don't have to say it out loud. Right. Before we hit anything or kill anyone or die or trip or fall off a ledge, is there anyone that wants to do anything? Mostly the people that are in the back of the carriage. The core cadaver saint. And it's saying to sleep. Don't worry. I'll wake you up soon, Sleeping Beauty.
No.
No, I will.
Actually, while she's asleep, Saint is gonna kind of try to reach her cadaver,
You find his boot.
reach for him. Boot. Just gonna, she's gonna undo the boot. She's just gonna like pull on it, and now the boot is undone, and then she's gonna go back to sleep.
Can you make a sleight of hand check for me? Just for fun. I just wanna.
Not that for me.
Tie his
Hand.
shoelaces together.
So 19.
Can you please make a perception check for me, whatever?
It's a 9.
So you said that you wanted to undo his shoes in his sleep, but just you're reaching for like his and just like with like
Doesn't Cadaver have a point of exhaustion?
does have a point of
It does.
exhaustion. Thank you so much.
Kai, what are you doing?
Disadvantage.
I live for the drama.
Beauty. What did
A 2.
A 2?
So see nothing, but it's okay. You're kind of like watching Coraline. Coraline, are you like practicing your music?
I was gonna say, I think Cadaver's sitting with his arms crossed and he's kind of just staring at Coraline.
Yeah. You know when he does like dissociate, just look at someone.
Yeah, he's just like this.
She definitely sees, and she doesn't say anything.
As we'll
She
go-
just stares back.
we'll go back
She's
to
like
that.
trying to hold like eye contact with him, but like she's also like
Is he staring
Like
at
she
me, or
sees
is he
it.
staring through
Right.
me?
exactly.
Saint,
Yeah.
you make so you in your sleep. I like to think that Saint has like long fingers. That she like just like with her fingers, just I don't know why because of like her nails. And
Fun
stuff.
fact about Sade. Think whatever you want to think about it.
Long ass fingers.
No, not long ass feet, not like yeah, you know. I was just thinking she just easily like
Jack
with like, one
Skellington.
hand. I was thinking with one hand she just easily like undoes the bows. Like what are they called? Like on your shoe, the
Laces.
shoelace.
Okay.
And you
Laces?
just shoelaces as you just with one hand because 19 in sleight of hand you just tie them in a knot, and your shoes are tied together. Dabber, but you don't notice.
So in
Perfect.
her dream, she was reaching for someone's hand, but it turned out to be a puzzle that she turned into a knot.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like,
I love it.
where is his hand? Why do they feel like noodles? Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Sorry,
Yeah, no, Cadaver's disassociating.
Nice.
Coraline is then.
Not specifically. I think she's just tuning her lute and like yeah, just trying to figure it out. Like get used to it.
It's like an awkward. I like to think that like while this is happening, while you're tuning the, you know when you tune the guitar and it's like ding 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 ding. It just and it makes it a bit
Yeah.
more awkward
Down, 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 down.
as this is happening.
That didn't sound great, that's for sure.
It's a royal bride. Can Gwen please again with disadvantage? Can you don't look at me like that? I'll send the snake on you. Can you please with disadvantage roll a survival check one more time to see if you know you're doing actually with a help action so it'll be a straight roll if Val is helping.
Yeah? 'Cause that's another not 20. So if I could, I would really.
Are you helping Val?
I swear. to fucking God.
Yeah.
Then it's
Yeah,
a nat
yeah. Of course
20.
he'd be helping. He doesn't want to
26.
get lost in the woods.
26.
Okay, there we go. So with Val's help, you get you start remembering, you know, things that Brooke said. It's like things in your memory start jogging, and you suddenly smell the two of you scented first, just because you're in the front. The scent of lavender that Brooke talked about, that you knew it when you were close to a structure. You knew was the thing that you. When you were close, that was the thing. Say, you wake up by that smell as well. Because it's a very distinct smell of lavender that you recognize. And so much so that it kind of shocks you almost. Not in a bad way, it just like jogs almost a memory and you find yourself breathing very deeply as you narrow your eyes and you wake up as the sun is kind of hitting you. It's quite still early and the sun is behind the sky.
So this, what did you say exactly? The sun is
High in the sky.
high in the sky. Is it like behind Coraline? Is it?
It's oh yeah.
Is she haloed in sunlight?
Exactly.
Load.
So
Angelic.
wait, it's almost because I have a ring like that. But yeah, it's haloed behind Coraline as she's tuning her guitar. She's just her lute. She's just strumming it beautifully, and it's just like her shadow just did not cut your eyes. So you kind of wake up to seeing Coraline in her beautiful sunshine glory. Her red hair, almost like fire in this rays, you know. all of that romantic stuff.
That's cute as hell.
That's kind of gay.
What?
She's just gonna whisper to
no.
herself, but like loud enough for everybody to hear, like, I'm dead and paradise is so beautiful.
Stop.
And then she's gonna turn around and see Cadaver and be like, shit.
Never mind, I'm in hell.
Cadaver has like a shadow over him from like a tree, so like the contrast is extreme.
I need fan art of
Like,
this.
Is that the Grim Reaper? It's like that Office meme with Dwight and Angela where he's like, ah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I love you guys so much.
I love you too.
Oh, as you and Val enter, there's like these like gates that open up automatically as you see people in kind of robe-like clothes. Some of them have armor on them. Some of them have quite like not like slacks, but quite loose clothing. It looks like you would think that like a sanctuary like this would have a lot of blood hunters and fighters and stuff like that, but this seems like it's mostly clerics and a lot of different clerics as well. There are some wizards you see as well that are carrying books around that have these gardens where you can throw in components, spells. You see clerics with pendants of gods that they serve around them that you know is fine. Some of them look at you, but they know you must know who they are, as this is a very difficult place to find, very specific place. As one of them approaches you when it's very, very elderly. If he was human, you would think he was around 80, as this is a high elf. He's maybe around 600-700. As this man approaches, has this very warm and calm energy about him. Can't really tell what he is, but there is definitely a sense of very deep and understanding of arcane energy that just flows around. As he, with very long, lizard-like beard and white hair that goes down, he goes and looks at you, Gwen, and Val.
We were told that could help us by a friend of ours, who I think is also your friend.
Yes. Huh? Well, what is his friend?
Brooke?
Val's like,
I'm just gonna jump out of the carriage and walk towards them.
He looks at you like, see him? Can I see you train?
And she's gonna pull out her little, like, it's kind of a license. It looks like a blood hunter
License to
license,
kill.
and she opens up
Yeah.
license to kill.
It's just a piece of paper that says I can do what I want on it.
It's like in crayon it says, I am a blood hunter, but it's like spelled wrong.
She opens
BLUD.
the crest of the Ghost Slayer guild that she belongs to, and she's like, I am colleagues with Rook, who belongs to the Internal Hunt. We were sent here for protection.
Amazing. Oh, that's amazing, he says and like looks at it. Right, it's been a while since one of yours have been here, but it's wonderful that you come back. I'm Alistair. I'm the one who runs this sanctuary. And you said you needed help?
As soon as he says that, Cadaver tries to come out of the carriage and he falls onto the ground, face down.
Can you make a dex save, please? With disadvantage because you have a level of exhaustion.
Plus a 3 to it, though.
Plus a 3. Okay, plus a 3 according to Le Guin.
An 8.
What was it?
8.
8. I heard neat.
Nice.
8.
Neat.
Neat. You fall flat on your face, but you don't lose any hit points.
Okay, cool.
Do you lose up?
You just look dumb.
It's quite the entrance as a lot of like people just like turn around and just see you and just don't know what you're doing.
He gets up and he's just like, okay. And he's like, were my shoes tied?
So you don't remember
He starts
any of
tying
this
his shoes
happening.
back together.
This is weird. You have no recollection of this. As he looks at you, but he looks at you, Gwen, and Val, and he also kind of like peeks at Coraline and kind of waves at you since you haven't introduced yourself. Cadaver definitely has at this point, in his own way. As he kind of looks at again you, Gwen, and Val, since you just were in the front, and of course Saint. Help with what may I ask?
We've Gwen's gonna look at the others and just go, we've been cursed.
Right. That there's so many ways of breaking curses.
It's a curse that sends undead after us everywhere.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Can you help?
We can figure it out. Let's go inside. As he kind of gestures you all to like gather into the this beautiful. I don't want to say monastery or temple, but it almost feels like it. Not in a holy way that there's a god in there. There's this energy.
There's history
And safeness, and it's clean and white, and the marble is gorgeous, and it just feels well kept and loved. There is so much love put in this place, in the gardens around you, not because of any god, but because of what they believe in. You walk through this sort of beautiful marble building as you see different like rooms. They're all open. It doesn't seem that this place has a lot of doors, as you might gather. Maybe it's a metaphor of not closing anything back or locking anything away from people. As you see books after books after books in so many of the different rooms. It seems like one room seems to be like dedicated to just scrolls, and for those of you who are arcane, you see that definitely like magic scrolls and things like that. And it seems to be some wizards as well, like scribing down stuff. In another room, you just see like ancient books. Some of them have chains on them. Most likely not because they're gonna like fly away or anything like that, just because they look so old that you can't really take them out too far before they would like crumple, just to keep them safe in some way. As you see, some rooms have newer books with like editions of magical arcana that you probably maybe have just heard of. Maybe you saw it like in new releases in like a book window, but it seems like they had it maybe, you have a feeling they maybe had it like a month before it was like released to the public. As all of these different rooms have extensive knowledge. As you go up some stairs onto the second floor with the really one of the few rooms that has a door, as he opens, and it is just an office and a bed, which seems to kind of be where he lives and just has meetings with people. There is this gorgeous like big oval like half moon window like behind where his like chair is, where you can see now the vastness of this gorgeous garden and the birds and the bird feeders like everywhere. It's almost like paradise. It's almost like a heaven of some sort that maybe they created for themselves. As he sits down on his chair behind his office table, calm and collected, but again you feel the age of this high elf as he gestures and to this like huge sofa across him, where you are all welcome to sit.
This is sacred ground, right?
You as a paladin would know, yes, it is.
He is gonna just plomp down over. Actually, relax.
With your armor, cling, 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 cling.
Yeah.
Very gracious, very graceful. Any of you do anything specific, or just sit down?
Val's
Santa's gonna
gonna
actually stay.
stand. Yeah.
Same. So Sane and Val are standing at each end of the lake count.
Kadara and Coraline?
I think Cadaver's going to sit.
Yeah, Cora is too.
So we have 3 sitting and then 2 on each side. Maybe, Val kind of leans on it like the little...
Yeah, he's gonna rest his hip on it
Yeah.
and just kind of like have his arms crossed.
Very cute. Very chic. I feel like Sade would just stand.
Just she's just T-posing on the.
Exactly, showing dominance.
So Alistair takes out this parchment and he takes out his pen as he just starts putting it in the ink and just starts writing, as you can see, some notes just on the top, like just who you are and just the date and time and just when you arrived and such. And then he looks up at you like, sorry, just records if something happens again. We have everything written down. Or the next people, if anything occurs. So, tell me, how did this start?
Gwen's gonna like run her hand down her face, look at the others, and go, I don't really know who cursed us, but I can hear the voice of whoever it was, I think, and the things that are after us in my head. And I heard the same thing when we killed a beholderkin.
Which beholderkin? Go and tell me.
Death kiss.
And, have you heard voices before in your head?
No, just mine, I think.
You never know. Maybe,
Gwen's about to have an existential crisis right here now.
Have
Is that
I?
my voice?
It's like when you ask
that
you,
my
like, have you actually, like, when you do the eye test, like, can you see this? I'm like, can I? Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is it an A? Is it an H? Who knows? Absolutely, as he, like, looks at you. And then he kind of looks at the rest of you, like, right, so you got cursed by something you don't know, and you think it started after you killed a death kiss. Is that correct?
Yes. You might have also looted whatever treasure the Death Kiss had. So
I took a tooth.
Of the death kiss.
No. Dragon.
Did you kill a dragon as well? Or you-
No, it was already dead.
Oh,
I thought it doesn't matter, but
I can tell you assured that the dragon's tooth would not curse you, and actually the opposite. It is quite a...
just giving all details just in case.
You know what,
You
I-
never know.
appreciate.
What
It's
about a
just-
green
Thanks.
dragon?
Green dragons cannot curse you in such extent that has anything to do with the undead. Green dragons are malicious in nature. They are conniving and political. They stem their beliefs and their way of living in manipulation and greed. They are not the sort to go around with cursing because they're quite arrogant, that sort. They don't think they would need it.
That
That's
sounds
good.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'll write down that you have a beef with a green dragon.
you can do that.
Lucky, 3. Right. So you said it started with the death kiss, right? Great. And you guys, all of you, started hearing this voice in your head?
No.
Okay. So when the death kiss spoke, Did you understand what it was saying? When it maybe attacked you in some way?
Yes.
All of you?
No.
No.
It
Val's
looks-
gonna like reach over and just like tap Gwen's circlet on her head and
Is that
kinda be like-
a helmet of comprehend languages they made into a sack?
Yeah, the helmet kept getting my hair's very bushy.
No, I
Okay.
love it. It looks good on you. Right. He kind of puts the pen down. They're like, this is, I think I know what's happening. When was it?
Yeah.
I think the reason that you're hearing the voice and your friends are not is because you're the only one that could hear it in the first place.
Right.
In a way, sense so. Aberrations, especially beholders, their kins are created by something they either fear or they're dreamed of. A kin gets created at least about a mile away from an actual beholder and is born there from their dreams or nightmares. A death kiss is created or born by a beholder's fear of starving to death. Get me?
I think I do.
Right. So that beholder, probably not there anymore, created that death kiss out of its dreams and fears and desperation, and it was created wherever you found it. And the thing is, because an aberration is different from any of the other like creatures that you probably know of, especially beholders, things can happen if they die. Sometimes it's normal, sometimes they just stay dead. But sometimes the magical force is so powerful, it can create a ripple of something big. What I think is that when you killed it, it left its mark on you. And since everything it has to do is hunger and death, that's why the undead are after you and how you are cursed. The only bad thing is that no good or evil, as in gods and devils and demons, want to do anything with aberrations, any sorts or curses. That if you want to try to pray to a god, they will not.
It.
But I'm a paladin.
Yes, and your god. Look, it's not a nice way to say this, but they don't get involved. Full stop. And pray and hope as
Can
much
you
as
help
can.
us?
That's
I
all
can-
terrible and lovely, but how do we fix this?
Absolutely. The only thing is that I've seen ripple effects, but they are all different. And since this is something to do with undead and death kisses, I need to do some more research. Is there anything else you can tell me that could help?
They knew our names.
Right, that could be because, if it connected with you unintentionally, when was it? That's how it connected. And everyone.
Great.
Val's gonna kind of like lean close to Gwen and just kind of like mutter under his breath and just say, Eric.
My brother's creating an army of the undead.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
He has a sword that drains the life from them and then leaves them as mindless.
Right, I know which sword you're talking about. I threw that away. I'll have to send
Apparently
someone
not
up
well
there.
enough.
No, exactly. I'll have to send someone up there. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
Wait, no, wait.
Yes.
You said
We're
someone-
handling it.
Well, apparently you're cursed right now and can't be handled.
We have people working on it.
Listen, if you send someone up there, are you going to kill him?
No, no, no. Just get rid of the sword.
Oh, that's fine then. Yeah, do that.
He is not dead, demon, devil, or anything like that. And
No,
we don't have
he's just a
reason-
prick.
Well, he'll sadly survive, I guess. As he starts writing things down, we're just getting rid of the sword. If he hasn't gotten rid of it himself, maybe he's going to say. Oh, this is very tense here in this room. Is there anything else you can give me before I just figure out?
Anything? Let's go to look at the others.
I would like to do an insight check on this man.
Absolutely.
What do you mean you don't blindly trust all the NPCs in this game?
You know, I've learned from my mistakes and I'm sick and tired of learning from them. It's gonna be a 22.
He is genuine. Everything he says is fact. And to be honest, the more you actually read into him, he doesn't lie. It doesn't seem like he can or will.
Abraham Lincoln? Is that you?
Hi.
I love that you make that joke
Lincoln.
to the British DM. Well, in Icelandic, but like the one living in England. Like, I don't know how to do
Okay,
I
his
couldn't
voice.
pass it.
American.
If I was American, I would do his fun voice or something like that, and I would keep this joke going forward because it's a good joke.
Oh,
It's a great joke, even.
7 years ago.
Stop anyway.
Anyway,
Let me get my
sorry.
top hat. No, sorry.
Stevie's the
Okay.
DM
Oh
now.
my god,
Take
Stevie,
it away.
it's still October. Do Abraham Lincoln cosplay. I'll do the little lad.
Oh,
She'll do
Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Love it.
Make him spicy. All right, everyone, look out.
So I'm just gonna try to ask, as a DM, you don't mention what the fortune teller said at all?
Oh,
I was about, Saint was about to.
Gotcha, no
Come
worries.
forward
So
about
yeah,
it.
he is genuine, and you have a feeling that he actually just doesn't lie. You don't know if that's like
Okay,
an oath he
perfect.
took to himself or not,
Okay.
but he will tell the truth to you, even if it will hurt. Sometimes he will maybe say it in a more polite way,
Mhm.
but he would never lie.
Saint will say, I do not know if you were made aware about the situation currently in Driscoll.
But we always have
However-
eyes and ears around that. Point the max.
We met a young fortune teller who happened to inform us that we've been cursed by
Oh,
a
so
group of
Sia.
people down there. Yes.
So he told you were cursed by the people.
Yes, exactly. We don't know exactly who, we don't know what, we just know that we were cursed by them.
It's the DM. He didn't say you were cursed by them, he said you would find answers.
Oh, we would find answers with
I'm
them.
just gonna, as a DM, I'm
Okay.
gonna be like, and parentheses.
Oh,
Don't
okay,
say
I'll
that.
change my sentence.
That's
We
alright,
will
that's
find answers with them.
To be honest, that does make sense. If gods or demons and devils do not, mess with aberrations, and when it comes to something that has anything to do with the undead and gruesome things, that aberrations and that stuff is involved with, and want to go to the root of evil itself, that is kind of in the middle and other action. They could maybe have something we don't. There are things that they have in their own libraries, their own magic and books that we have tried to get a hold of, but every time lost badly unlucky. So if there's anything we can't find here, your friend might be right. We'll have to go down that. But we'll do our best for the sanctuary, and you're welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like.
God, I need to sleep.
Saint is actually like quite upset for everything he said, so she just says, "If you excuse me," and she's gonna walk away.
There is kitchen downstairs. You can have some tea there if you'd like. I feel like this is a personal matter. I did hear some rumors that she was raised in a cult, so maybe that has something.
How does he know all that? God damn.
No, gossips. All the blood hunters are gossips. You know how it goes.
Come on. It's a little club. They all know. But yeah, he just said.
Val's just gonna kind of look at him and just kind of be like, "I'm not sure that's entirely all your business."
No, it is not, but I thought maybe you would know us. You are her friends, right?
She has parts of her life that...
Right, and I'm sorry that I shared something close to you. Apologize for that, but he looks at Val like, I apologize for sharing something she might have wanted to close, but it is my business to know about all of the blood hunters. All of them. We actually have a room dedicated.
Val's not gonna really say anything in response.
You're not really allowed to go in there with personal records, but we do have one room just dedicated to that, and Saints are actually. But again,
Where's my rogue at? Go get that file, baby.
insane, mental, the worst.
Do not
like-
interact.
It's like on like red stamp, like dangerous. Do not open.
I got red on my ledger. I want to
Top
get
secret.
rid of
It's that audio where it's like, "Danger! Do not enter." Oh, Scoob, I'm dying to know what's inside.
Exactly.
it.
He starts like writing everything down that you've said, and puts a little like powder on it, so the ink dries faster. Scrolls it up and plays it as he puts it into one of his little shelves, cupboard in his desk. As he looks at you like, well, again, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. Guest rooms are on the 5th floor. You're on the 2nd floor.
Gwen's gonna like clink up in her
He kind of
armor.
looks at her like, I do not want to pry, miss, but you seem to be the one in best shape.
In what shape?
Best physical.
Yeah.
You can do those steps. I believe it.
I'm just really...
Right, then you best go now before you fall asleep.
It's, and she's gonna like kind of trudge out the room.
And looks at the 3 that are left. An unusually fun. I like it.
Val's gonna kind of like do like a little flourishing bow, and he's gonna be like, "As a bard, I'll take that as a compliment."
In the best. 2 bards. And he kind of looks at you, Cadaver, like, oh, I've not seen many of you before.
Me?
You're a rogue, I'm guessing, but you have something. Is it psychosomatic? Or
You mean my scythe?
psych?
And then Cadaver, like, I guess he pulls it out, like, if
Like
he
a
can create.
There you go.
Yeah, he goes, "Pachoo!"
Fascinating.
It-
And he starts like he pulls out a new scroll and just starts writing. Very fascinating.
What are you writing about it?
Oh, just that I haven't seen it in a while. There are very
Is-
few people that have that.
Oh,
But I found something special inside of you that I made do.
I think so. There was one thing that I don't know if it has any connection to this at all, but if you're taking notes, I guess I'll tell you.
Oh, please do.
I made a deal with the Raven Queen.
Oh, love her. love her.
Yeah? Do you know
She's
how to get in contact with her?
Like all gods, they come when they can. And will. Sometimes they won't come at all because they realize that you'll figure it out yourself.
That's very helpful. Kadaver kind of like gives a heavy sigh. He's like,
Gods
so helpful.
are all, linked to faith. Have faith in your God. Have faith in your belief. And when things happen, they happen. Just because you didn't get it once or twice and weren't listening, and you lose faith entirely, and you weren't really on their side, or maybe a good enough follower. Could be a test.
Do you have any books on her?
Oh, so many.
Do you mind if I read them?
Sure. They're in the section about religion and gods. You'll see a plaque.
Great. Thank you very much.
She had nothing to do with your plan. That's all you
know. Oh.
You look disappointed.
Surprised.
Probably
more
helped
so.
you find it, but I had it within you the whole time.
I always thought I was something bad. Like an omen or something. I didn't think anything good could come from me.
Like his feather pen down. What have you? How could anything bad suck?
And like Kadaver kind of like gets misty-eyed and he's like, I guess I should learn to use it well then. Do you have any books on what the gift is, since you know?
That many, that's why I'm writing. You'll
Right,
be in our documents.
okay.
Do you have a last name, Kadaver?
Alderdice.
Amazing. We'll just write that down. Site and bibliography reference. So if someone searches your name, they will find you.
Okay. Thanks. And like Kadaver like makes his sight
like
disappear. And he's just like, thank you very much. And then he notices that everyone's still in the room and he's like,
There's only 3 of you left. Like there's only
three,
Coraline.
like
There's only
the
Coraline
3 of
and Val
them.
left.
He turns around and he's just like, I'm gonna go look at books.
Have fun. But before he leaves, Val's gonna be like, Cadaver, maybe we can grab that drink later.
I'd like that, Val.
All right,
You
well,
give me time and place.
I'll come find you later.
I'm sure you'll find me in a book. And then Kadaver walks away.
Nice.
Looks at the 2 bards. Anything you want?
I did have a question, but it was a little private.
Val too.
God damn it!
It's like a confessional.
Both just eyeing each other, like waiting.
They're like,
Right,
do you have somewhere to be?
Val's gonna kind of look at Coraline. He's gonna be like, Coraline, I had a just short, rather personal question.
Yeah, right.
I'll step out for a moment.
You'll come
I'd
back
appreciate
in,
that.
Halfling, when the...
All right.
I just forgot
And
your
she-
name. I don't think you introduced yourself properly.
Coraline Beerbread. She holds out her hand.
Does she come like close to his like desk? He like steps up
Yes.
and you just realize he's quite tall, and he just like one long limb towards him, just like pleasure. Coraline, just please step outside and I'll talk to your friend Al. Figure it out, right?
All right. I'll see you in a moment then. And she walks out.
As
Val's
a-
kind of like, yeah, no, you go.
No. Yeah, he waits till the door closes and he looks at you, Val, like, it's Santa. Is there anything you say? No one else can.
He's gonna kind of like look around. And so, you all know quite a bit about demons and devils and the like.
Is our profession as what hunter? Is it that and that?
Would you know how to find a specific devil if one were to go looking?
Someone you like to kill? You know that you can kill them in the mortal plane. They'll just go back down again and then get resurrected.
Until fairly recently, I thought that I did not know that. And I don't want to kill him. I want answers.
I'll find something for you. Can you just tell me the name of the specific devil and I'll give you something that can be helpful. You can't summon him here though.
His name is Zalif.
I'll figure something out. And I'll give you a piece of paper that I'll write from one of the books and you can take it with you.
I'd appreciate that. He's gonna hesitate and he's... Do you have any information here about the House of Lightfall?
House of Lightning. They are a noble family from Lido, if I'm not mistaken. Human. One of the biggest ruling families of that country, if I'm not mistaken. How so?
Any recent news information about them?
Yes, I know that they have a son, Victor.
He's gonna flinch
but
at that a little bit.
But there was a rumor that boy was adopted. That their original child died in childbirth and they adopted a boy called Victor. Or named him Victor. Quite the likeness of the family, but there was something that wasn't quite there. Is there anything specific and special with that family that you thought about?
No, just curious. He's gonna nod his head and leave.
Right, send Coraline in when she's ready.
He just kind of does this as he walks out. And he's gonna be like walking like out and then pause, and look to Coraline and just kind of be like, he asked for you. I'll meet up with you later. And he just walks away.
Coraline, please take a seat.
Alright, and Cor goes in. She walks in front of the seat, but she doesn't sit down. She's just like hovering there almost. You know what? This shouldn't take long.
You can take as long as you like. There is no stress or pressure here.
All right. And she sits very hesitantly, but she's like on the edge of the seat. She's not like relaxing.
Yeah.
So it is your job to know everything about blood hunters and that sort of thing, yes?
Sorry, can you say that one more time, please?
It's your job to know everything about blood hunters and things, right?
Yes, it is. Especially mine.
what about people they may have worked with?
Absolutely. You do have mission logs and everything on that. How so?
I'm looking for someone in particular.
Right.
Someone that used to work with Rook.
Right. Which mission would that be? Rook
her-
has done in a lot of missions. He's one of our best.
I don't know exactly what they were doing, but I know that a man named Angel died.
Right, yes. That
I'm
was
looking
very
for a woman.
Fortunate ending of that mission. He did complete it, but not without any faults.
Oh, good. I'm glad it was. I guess not successful. That's not really the word, but
The mission was successful. People just did die in that mission. He did get the girl from Driscoll up to Lorela, where she is in a safe sanctuary there, away from that cult that runs the country. So I would say that it's a success. He saved a
Yes,
young girl
that's
from
definitely
being
good.
killed in a ritual that would have ended her life.
Ooh,
But yes,
That's a lot.
he did have a group that was sent with him. Angel, Paladin, if I'm not mistaken, was one of them.
do you know anything about a bard named Rose that was with them?
Yes, I think I've read that they did have a bard called Rose, halfling as well.
Do you happen to know where she might be now?
Sadly not. What was in the record that she was the one that betrayed the party, I do not think that any blood hunters would be willing to work with her again. And so we do not have any records of her.
She's processing that it definitely was her Rose. Right. Okay.
Is this a
Right.
family matter?
A bit, yeah.
Well, I'm very sorry. Can't have been easy to find something
Me too.
like that.
I'll figure it out. I always do.
Right, we do have.
Thank you for your time.
We do have the log of the mission here, if you'd like to read it. But I do not know if that is something you'd like to read with the reaction that you've just given me. It is not easy to read a family or friend betray an entire party. The mission was successful, killing a lot of people in the process. So you do that on your own choice.
Where is it?
Should be in the mission logs. Search for Brooke's mission logs and search for... Was it 2 years ago it happened? I think it was.
Has it really been that long?
It has.
Alright. I'm not sure if I'll read it, but at least I know that I can now. Thank you.
That is your own choice. You do with that choice what you will. And don't feel bad if you don't want to seek answers to something that might make everything. Maybe reading it will make it better. Then you'll finally understand.
Thank you.
I'm sorry again.
And she's gonna stand up and walk out.
Good luck. With that, we're going to go to a little art break. We're going to do a 10-minute break, guys, and then we're going to continue this session. Also, because Vane's headphones have said kaput, so we're going to try to figure out that as well. So please enjoy the beautiful art that everyone has sent in. We will be updating the art break soon when I have the time. Most definitely at the beginning of next month, so please do send and share the wonderful art so we can share them with you, share that with everyone here at the streams and such. So yeah, see you guys in 10 minutes. episode 22 of the Wayward Wanderers. Yay! Last we left off, we've had some confessions, some fun little secrets and intrigues that came up with the party. So yeah, let's start with the first person that walked through. So Saint.
Hello.
You walked first out of that office, into the halls again. Oh, sorry. Where did you go? What do you specifically?
She's just gonna probably mindlessly wander around and find herself possibly in front of some kind of like library or where they keep information that they've been holding for the blood hunters for so long.
Maybe specific on what kind of information?
Well, she's not looking for anything. She just like stumbles in this place. Probably, if it's possible, like if she could be attracted to this magic energy from these
Cool. Okay.
little
So let
spell
me
books.
spell books, for example, anything like that. Okay. So I'm gonna reiterate then a tiny thing. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mindlessly wander as you feel a sense that you expect yourself to go to maybe the Hall of Records, the Hall of Missions, the like just sections of like the things that have something to do with blood. But since you mindlessly wander and just you feel your feet just letting you go in a direction, you find yourself in not in a room you'd expect yourself, as you see a lot of magic instruments, either writing down stuff. You see some of them reading books, some of them using mage hand to get a book like high up. You see as well one wizard that is definitely sorry, I just read Bree's message. As you see someone placing down components on him, as they are like it looks like quite a. Actually, you don't really know a lot about wizard books and spells and stuff, but if you'd like, I can let you make an arcana check.
I would love to. Thank you. That is okay, Arcana. It's gonna be 18.
18. You definitely see that the book that you've probably seen it before, other wizards, is quite a it's quite a common book. It seems to be like a very beginner friendly kind of starter book that has everything for like first to third level spells. Because you're not that familiar with spells themselves and what components that in spells, you don't really know what spells he is trying to do specifically. But the components you do see him put down is and 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 feet, kind of like 3 feet kind of wood, or like wood that kind of is quite a, like a broad table that's kind of in front, as he has this ring of it as he is like mixing some of the together. Seems like he's doing ritual spells of sorts, and
she didn't realize that she like is now like standing and hovering above him way too close to be comfortable, but he was so focused. She's just like kind of very fascinated.
sorry, the internet. But I You're very fascinated. And it looks like, oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry, you just scared me. About any feet?
Saint. You can call me Saint. What are you doing?
Saint. Well, I'm just, I'm going back to, teaching young wizards, and I'm just getting ready, trying to find, like, a lesson plan situation. Actually, do you mind being a student for a bit? That would really help.
I don't. I've only learned Hemocraft. I don't
That's perfect.
touch books.
That's actually perfect.
Magic books.
No, that's good. That's perfect. If you don't have any natural magical ability, well, you kind of do since you're a tiefling, but like like sorcerers or druids and such. Wizards get magic from learning, from knowledge, books. So technically.
What if it's not safe?
Well, if you just follow the recipe, do it. Just don't do the spells that are just not safe.
Sure. I'll give it a try. And
He puts up like this book. I'm gonna Lumud because we're not outside anymore and there's birds everywhere. There we go. So he puts the book in front of you. It seems, as you see, like in these cursive kind of words, it says detect magic. As you see the components that was listed in front of you. It says also the spell can penetrate barriers. Oh wait, wrong. So the components are not that. That was the what I can. Second. But I knew what I was doing. I was so prepared. I was like, wow, this looks great.
Did Kai's lights go out, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh. I suddenly felt like, I was like, is that a rave because of the headphones?
So like the light just went out, and for a hot second I thought the power went out, and so I was like yelling to my best friend. I was like, did the power just go out? She's like, no, the lamp just cuts out sometimes. I was like, okay, I'm good. Carry on.
Just seeing your headphones was hilarious. Oh my god.
Let me have a look. Just double check. Just like because we're gonna.
this is quite suspicious.
Quick,
Also,
what would everyone's
I'm
character be
keeping-
for Halloween?
Detect magic.
Val
Who is
would
probably being
be-
Sabrina?
Uh,
Look at that. Give me all the Sabrina vibes right now.
I like it.
Val would probably be, I don't know, a vampire. Very low effort. He's already got fangs. He just wears black and is like, there we go. Steals Cadaver's
You can do
clothes
it
and
as
is like,
a
ta-da!
ritual spell.
I'm a vampire.
Visual and sound.
Oh my
What-
god.
there's no
You'd either do that or
physical
like
spells.
for the irony, dress up as an angel.
Right, there's home.
Wow.
Like the little fluffy
That
wings and halo and everything.
That hurts.
Not like
Um,
angel, just a angel. You know?
Okay.
He would tie a little fluffy halo like in between his horns, so it's just floating.
Oh!
Wow.
What
He'd
about
dress up.
Cadaver?
He'd dress up like one of the Victoria's Secret angels. You know?
Oh, yes.
These two.
Cadaver would dress up as a prince.
Oh, ooh.
He'd have a little cape and a crown. That's what he would wear.
cute.
One of those like big jeweled necklaces that they wear.
Yeah, the one that like attaches to their cape.
Yeah, with fur trim. Yes.
Very nice,
Like
very
sound
nice.
and stuff.
Mhm.
What
about Coraline?
I think I'd want to see Core as like a mushroom.
Oh,
big
that's so cute.
That's adorable.
A little
She'd be like,
toadstool.
I'm poisonous. Isn't it so spooky?
Everybody's just like, you're so scary. You're doing a great job.
Maybe instead of basil, it's flower or something.
Oh my god.
If universes were mixed, though, I think Saint would dress up as No Face. She can just put like
Definitely.
and put on the mask on and just walk around.
Wait, okay, but imagine Saint goes as a ghost, but it's just a sheet ghost, and she's just got
my
like
God.
2 little holes cut for her horns, and then 2 little like eyes.
Oh,
I am so
I
professional.
love it.
I know
No,
how
you're
You're good,
D&D
honey.
works.
We're talking about Halloween.
I know.
Yeah, we're having fun.
I know how D&D works. I know everything works. Either way. Saint! So, that's what you see in front of you. What you see in front of you, actually, is a clear quartz and some smashed up daffodils. As he kind of looks at you and says, daffodils represent as detect magic. When you kind of, get it, you don't need any of this. I don't know why I switched accent. He's American. You don't need any of this anymore. It's kind of just like a beginner's. Then when you understand more and chorus, it's easy. I promise you. So if you could just soak the take this clear crystal and just soak the daffodils like just around it. I'd like you to hold it in your hand and concentrate real hard on the ring.
Nothing. I'm getting nothing.
Try again. Just roll Arcana. Was that a nat 20? Please tell me that was a nat 20.
No, but it was close. It was
Oh.
a 19
That's-
plus my 7, so 26.
You're so used to magic coming from mutilation and blood and pain and hurt. You first, just don't really want to do it. You're hesitant. You don't. This is just not the way to do it. But though you feel like this is not a way you're used to, you still have a very strong connection to Arcana itself as you hold onto the crystal in your hand. And suddenly you start seeing an aura around the ring. And you just know and understand straight. You see a ring that it is if you have it's called a band of loyalty. If you have no idea what a band of loyalty is, it's an item that kills you when you drop to 0 HP. No saves, just deaths.
Okay, Saint is not gonna say anything about the ring. She probably has seen a few like that before.
Yeah, it's mostly
but,
you gather this mostly just because it's uncommon magic. It's a common magic item. You've seen probably these rings like bands before. Sometimes people, give it as a present to like their, because it's band of loyalty, to their enemies, to people they want to see dead. So it's a quite a common magic item that they probably have got the hands on because, of course they did. So he put it there, you figured, just to have just something easy to just read straight up. He kind of looks at you and's like, did you do it? You sense it? See anything?
Is it a band of loyalty? I think that's what I think.
Shh, sorry. It gets hushed. That was really good. That was excellent. Exactly what it is.
I don't know if I just recognize it because it looks like one or because
Right, do you want to try something else?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. He goes and try to scrambles into something as he puts an amulet down. Okay. Go. Roll Arcana.
So this one went for 12.
Okay. Not me. Clicking something. You know what? Fuck it, I'll make it up.
Dear
Okay.
God, you can do whatever you
When in
want.
doubt, make it up.
When in doubt, make it up. When in doubt, make it up. It's all good. So you kind of like have the crystal in your hand as you. It's kind of harder, kind of read it. It was like the ring was like straight away. As you kind of concentrate, you do see an aura around it, but it's kind of like it has bad connection. It's like kind of static. It goes in and out. You definitely see this as like a protection amulet, is what it feels like, and it like a protection amulet. It's a pretty common magic item that gives you extra AC.
Okay. In that case, this one doesn't feel as cold. It's warmer. It doesn't shine as bright, but I feel like it's meant to protect.
It is. It's an amulet of protection.
So she looks at the crystal like, so this is all I need to do all this?
This is
You
just
keep
for
that?
this is just for detect magic. It's it's just a beginner thing. And when you start studying, it'll go like that. Sometimes you can use a spell for the day, or you can cast it as a ritual. Though it takes longer. It doesn't cost you anything.
Well, that's all great. Thank you for letting me try, but I'd rather stay away from magic books.
Why?
Too much trouble in the past.
Wait. He kind of like looks at the first to third level spell book that he has next to him. He like closes it and like gives it to you. Like just hold it. Just hold it.
She like doesn't want to, but she takes it anyway, and in her mind the book becomes those golden pages she saw once.
Yeah.
That turned into the downfall of her family, and then she drops it really quick and she just holds her temples and goes like,
"Whoa! Did the book bite you or anything? It's not supposed to. That's one of the chained books."
Make me laugh. I love that one. She's like, no, it's just a book. It can't do anything to me. I'm a grown tiefling. I can't do this.
What?
She takes it again.
He has it in hand, but he holds the book with you. Like he has his hands on top of yours. He's like, look, bad things can be connected to anything. But, this book specifically, as he kind of like takes your hand and like guides it and opens it with you. And like puts your hand on top of the paper.
The perception to see if he's sexy?
Can I see if he's hot?
Sure.
Roll for sex appeal.
Wait, actually, no, I'll roll. I'm gonna roll if this NPC is sexy or not. I'm gonna roll.
You don't know Saint's taste. Maybe she'll find
1 to 3. He's ugly. 4 to 6. Smoking fucking hot. Okay.
What was that?
5.
5. He's hot.
He's hot!
He's Milo Thatch, but hotter.
Oh, how?
You have no idea how much my type is that. You don't know
Don't
who
even.
I'm dating.
Yeah, have you seen what I'm dating? I am dating Milo Thatch if he was a human being. That is
Right.
so I
Anyways.
get it. But like so yeah, it is a hotter Milo Thatch in front of you. Round glasses and everything, swoopy kind of Peaky Blinders kind of hair.
Cadaver knocks on the door. No, I'm kidding.
Does he have rippling pectorals underneath those robes? You will never know, but his shoulders look amazing.
Okay.
And his hands
I'm
are
sorry.
soft. His hands are soft, but kind of rough at the same time. Maybe because of all the gardening work he does, but at least when he holds it, it feels comforting in a way, as he lets you hold the top of the book. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, that's good. She's just gonna whisper, is the book hot or is it just you?
Oh, some of my colleagues are, doing some fireball explosions kind of situations over there. That's probably why. And you kind of get the smell of gunpowder. But it's
I
definitely
want you to
him.
know that went up my nose. I was drinking ginger ale, and those bubbles went right up my nose.
I am sorry.
So yeah, do you like have your hand is on like on top of the first page of that book, as you just feel a piece of paper underneath you. But just because of, if you can choose this, if you want to, you can make a wisdom save. Just to if it triggers anything. But
No,
I
the
feel like
sexy
you can
man
choose.
wasn't.
I should trust the sexy man. Sexy man with no name.
No name.
No name sexy
Call
man.
him Patrick. I like that name.
No. But, something.
it-
Peter. There we go. Ha!
Perfect.
Ha! Peter.
Okay.
Short for Pietro. There we go.
So I think from that moment that Saint feels safe, she's gonna start asking if she can go to either his class or maybe attend something to learn more about.
Yeah, he kind of well, I don't know how long you're staying, but I'll always need a student or just because I want to be a good teacher. So if you want, I can teach you just the basic stuff, and then if that interests you, and it'll help me as well. To be honest.
That sounds great to me. I'd love to learn. Yes, I'd like that very much.
Great. How long are you staying here for?
If we can escape the dead, maybe forever. But probably 2-3 days.
I mean, we're kind of always trying to escape, death and destruction. Unless you weren't talking in metaphors and you're actually trying to escape the dead.
No, unfortunately not. I'm a ghost slayer. I don't speak in metaphors.
He kind of smiles well, so you're deadly hot, is what you're saying.
Okay, teacher, it's time to go to attention. We have some.
Yes. He's sorry, that is very unprofessional. As he kind of closes the book, and puts it down. I'll be here. Just find me when you need to.
Saying leave with the book, or does she leave it there?
He puts it. He's unless you want to take it with you and read. Yeah, you can.
She's gonna pick it up with slowly caressing his fingers. Just go, yeah, I'll go read some, but maybe she puts the book to her chest a.
Oh my god!
And just go. Maybe you'd like to go take a walk in the garden later.
Yeah, actually, that would be
really pretty.
That would be perfect to teach you some about herbs and things that we use and that are really really good and in components and in magic use. That would be a great idea. That would be a lesson in itself.
Sounds like a date. See you later. And she just runs away with her book.
Date? As in today's date? Probably what she meant. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
The color of the people's robes are white and cream, by the way. And since he is a wizard, he has blue details on him, as clerics have purple.
I'm gonna add some red to those cheeks. It's gonna match perfectly.
You suddenly get hit by a boulder. I'm just kidding. You are holding this book, Saint, on your chest, and for the first time, you just realize this is the first time you've been holding a magic book at all since the incident, and you're not afraid. And it's a good feeling. And it's a good feeling to maybe there's magic you can use that doesn't require you being in pain. That's it.
She's very excited. She's very, very ecstatic.
Do you want me? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Maybe she's gonna go try to find the kitchen just to now that she's so happy, she just wants to eat some bread, some food.
Who did I tell about the tea in the kitchen? Who did he say about the tea? Was it Saint? Yes, it was Saint.
Yeah.
It was you. So yeah, you go to the kitchen It is incredibly clean and lovely, and pretty much everything's kind of open and has like little glass cupboards. So you see that you find cups and little pastries in like baskets and stuff, and tea.
Okay.
So you can sit and read your little book while eating some croissants and drinking some tea. Cue Parisian music. Cue Parisian Sabrina.
Is the artist playing Miss Robin? I think that's the artist I'm hearing.
Thanks.
I have no
Is that
idea.
you?
What? Robbing some banks? I have no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, you hear the the really, really bad translation of Ratatouille.
That hurt me deeply.
It's the best. I got approval from Maddie, and that's all that matters. And from Ben. As that is happening, let's quickly go. Who wants to go first? Coraline? Or Cadaver? Or Val?
I mean, Val's gonna be looking for Cadaver, so if
You want to do Coraline first?
yeah.
Hey.
I was gonna say Coraline will probably look for Cadaver late, like
The two bards show up and are just like,
at some point. Also, Kai, stop. Identity theft is not a joke. Stop having the same thoughts as me.
I mean, okay.
he's still 60,
How do-
he's got a
Cadaver's
magnetic
just a popular guy.
personality.
He's just,
you know, a little
everyone is
popular.
just drawn to him. He has that je ne sais quoi, cool guy.
I guess he's
everybody
just
votes.
irresistible.
I mean, Val will probably take some time to just kind of like walk around and stuff, and then go look for Cadaver like a little bit later. So if you want to go first, by all
My
means.
goodness, if none of you can decide, she's going.
Roll the dice.
She's
Roll the
going
I'll go
dice.
first.
She's going first.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. I'll go first.
Fine. Okay, Caroline.
I'll take one for the team.
Guys, take initiative. You're not getting graded on this. We're having fun. We're playing Dungeons
Listen, we
and
haven't played it
Dragons.
in a really long time.
I
It's
know.
hard to jump back in.
I know, but you're doing so well. Me and the worm are very proud of you.
Give the worm a kiss from me. I
As
love
long as
him.
the worm is proud of me, I think anything is possible.
Blue,
I think I can do anything.
I'm really
Well, its
proud
fucking
of you.
face. I love it.
Do you understand why I fell in love with this
I'm
part?
buying it tonight. I'm buying it tonight. Hold up, we're gonna
We just all
voice-
have one.
We're gonna call each other and just talk through the worm.
Hi, CV. How you doing? Happy days been good.
Hi, Hilda.
We couldn't find the first 10 minutes. I wish we had never found them.
Oh my god.
Mistake.
Alright, so Cadaver, he's probably just looking at books.
Yeah, absolutely. As he's looking at books, as he's looking at any
Books on the Raven
Raven
Queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can you please make an investigation check?
Absolutely. Where's my dice? There you go.
Let me find some fun music.
Well, in that one.
You talking to me?
Speaking a little bitch, don't listen.
Well,
Oh, I know she is.
Oh.
16.
16.
I'm kidding, honey. I love you. I love you.
Mom, Dad, please. We're trying to play the Dungeons and Dragons. So what you find
As if she hasn't been bullying me over text all evening. Oh my god. Hold on, continue.
So, you know that you find a couple of books. You don't find as much as you wanted, but you find the most basic.
Okay.
The Raven Queen was a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell who was revered as a deity by the Shadowkai. There's descriptions of her that she doesn't really possess a physical form, but instead appears in symbols and perceptions and images, and you know that you haven't really seen her physically. She's kind of been in the corner of your eye, and you maybe think maybe it's how I would perceive someone as the Raven Queen. Or maybe it was a form that you chose for that night. It says also that the Raven Queen was obsessed with collecting and observing mementos, fragments, memories, and essences. Many sages speculate that she was in fact insane, believing her methods and behaviors a little more than aimless curiosity or desperate attempt to prevent her fragile existing into fading into oblivion. Others maintained that there was a cosmological function that was performed by the Queen's actions, as she purified souls by forcing mortals to deal with their fears and pains. It was believed that her true intentions was known as the Lady of Pain. One of the Raven Queen's divine realms in the Shadowfell was a castle known as the Fortress of Memories. It was a place of overwhelming sorrow, overflowing with memories taken from mortals and fragments of dead deities, material objects collected by the Shadowkai and brought to her as gifts, and apparitions of creatures and places associated with strongly emotional stories. Swarm of ravens occasionally flew out of the fortress, taking her cryptic messages to the far reaches of the multiverse and acting as the Queen's eyes and ears while away. The Queen was also said to claim a domain in the Shadowfell known as the Letherna, a fortress of black ice within the frozen forest through which souls of the deceased had to pass before reaching the afterlife, according to some versions of the world axis cosmology. And that is what you find. You also know that her greatest enemy was a demon called Orcus, a demon lord called Orcus, who sought control of the Shadowfell, and he hoped to find a weakness in her domain by discovering her true name. So yeah, that is what you find about her.
I think Cadaver's like writing down little notes here and there, thinking of what is important, what he should remember.
And why maybe it was connected to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's just writing little notes. Not Kai's like going out again.
Just ignore me.
It's so good you have dark vision, isn't it, Kai? You're a tiefling, right? This shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, is there anything that he like finds out about like making deals with the Raven Queen?
Let's see. Let me just look into it.
You're all good.
Not deal specifically. You just know because he rolled 16. Not deal specifically, but you know that her followers are called Shadowkai. And they firmly believe that the Queen was capable of reunifying the Elfin Pantheon and the Sundered Elves. But you can't really find anything about making deals with her, as it seems to be, you might think, quite rare.
Sorry, what was the last thing you said?
Quite rare.
Quite rare, okay. Alrighty, yeah, so he's writing down all those notes.
Absolutely.
And if Coraline wants to come knocking?
I was gonna be like, Coraline and Val were both looking for Cadaver, but do you want Coraline first?
Cora does have one thing to do before she goes and sees Cadaver.
So
she wants to go find...
Yeah, let's go Coraline first, and then we'll go to Val, and then we'll go to Scene, and then we'll go to you. Okay. So yes, Coraline.
Okay. So she's gonna go to the where they keep the records and see if she can't find that.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. This is the first time I've rolled all session. I gotta get my dice out.
I'm so sorry. I should have given you. Should have given you
It's okay.
something harder. Oh my gosh.
No, don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool.
Should give you an actual challenge, Blue. Don't worry.
No,
It's too easy for you.
no,
I can always make it harder.
I love easy. Easy's my favorite. So sorry. So sorry. I've just have so many dice.
Oh no.
So many
How
beautiful
awful.
dice. Oh, what am
What's
I
your
even
favorite
gonna
one?
do
The
with all of these?
sparkliest one. The sparkliest one is the one that will do the job.
Okay, my favorite one or the sparkliest one?
Sparkliest.
The sparkliest. Okay. Let's see. That's gonna be my little bisexual D20 if I can find it. Yeah.
They were selling one at Comic-Con, so I really want one. Oh, that's pretty. Get it.
Okay.
Get it.
What am I rolling?
Investigation, please.
Investigation. Okay. Let's see what my modifier is.
Oh shit! It's fine. You had to roll with disadvantage. I just remembered.
Well, you know
I
what?
would have gotten. I would have only been 1 point away. I rolled
That's fair. That's fair.
just a number low.
No worries. What did you say, Cor?
A 6? Maybe the sparkliest dice was not the way to go.
You're struggling because there's just so much in the mission, the record room about the missions. You can ask for help if you'd like. You're trying to find it by
There's someone
yourself.
like at a front desk.
Yeah.
I would like to walk up to the front desk.
Yeah. You see a Earth Genasi female. Kind of like vines
Love that.
and like beautiful like thick vines as her hair as she looks up to you, describing. Yes?
I'm hello.
Hi.
Coraline Beerbread.
How
are you?
Amethyst.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful name.
Mhm.
Were you is that you were given that by your mom and dad?
I was, yes. I was, and Coraline was given to you by your mom and dad?
Yes, it was a birthday present. Thank you.
She does laugh like, That's very cute.
I'm looking for a file.
Right, well you're in the right place.
Oh, good. That's step 1. Check.
Why is Coraline me in any customer service ever? Hi!
Never. So I'm looking for a file on a mission by a blood hunter named Rook.
Uh-huh. Right, he has a lot of missions, so you have to be specific. He's very talented. He's one of the best.
Oof. You could say that. I'm
gonna keep saying it as well.
The one.
Just to annoy saying
He was taking a girl from a cult and bringing her to safety. Does that ring a bell?
Do you know time period?
Do I know time period?
He said 2 years
Oh,
ago.
2 years ago. About 2 years ago.
Let me have a look. As she goes up, and she goes, climbs up some, like, a ladder, as she finds, a folder, and goes down and hands it to you, like, I think this should be the file. It's quite a little thick file.
Thank you.
Do you read?
And she just walks. She does not read
She
it.
does not read it, she just walks away. Yeah, Amethyst
She
does
just
look like, I
walks
would like
away.
that file back after you're finished with it.
I will, yes. Yes. I will bring it back. And she leaves.
Okay, and you go to Cadaver, you find it quite easily. Oh, wait till, okay, well, it's fine. Kyle will come back. I think went to the bathroom, so it's fine. Yes, so the two of you, you find Cadaver quite easily. As, it's looking through some books, it looks like, on the Raven Queen.
Is he sitting at a table?
Is he sitting at a table?
I think he's standing over one.
Okay. So, this is the file on that mission
Cadaver like looks up from his book and goes, "I'm sorry."
Rook's mission with Angel.
Cadaver immediately walks over and like stands in front of Coraline and looks down at the file and then back at her, and he's like, "You're giving this to me?"
I mean, it has to go back to the file room at some point, but I can't read it, but I do think that it's important to know, because I think Rose did something really bad.
All right. I'll read it. Cadaver opens it and begins to read it.
Inside, you read about a quest that Rook sent on. He had to go and save a very special tiefling girl. She was the daughter of people that ran a really big and dangerous cult in Druska. This girl it was a warlock, not by choice, as she needed to be saved. You have a feeling this is Saint's sister. Rook had a band of people that were willing to work with him, that he formed an incredible bond with, and he writes beautiful things about them. One of them was a half-orc named Carter. Another was a wood elf, Rila, and third, Angel. And the fourth was a bard called Rose. They were very close, getting away. You read how heroically they saved her, how they got her out, how they were so close of getting her to Lorela when they were close to where Raven's Wing is, quite close to those mountains where those countries cross. As they were met by a big knight in black armor, as Rose betrayed them and told the Order where they were. Her intentions still, he does not know why she would do something like this, only that she did. Carter, Ryla, and Angel died, and Rook would have well if Angel hadn't sick. Alone, Rook got her to Lorela to safety. Not before also having the ring that Angel gave him. He also talks a bit about this dangerous knight in black armor, and how, with great descriptions of how he looks like, though he never saw his face, in case anyone in the Order can see him. They know who the threat really was. And it is quite, with how he described how Rose looked like, I guess, who's Rose?
That's it.
There's a lot of details about that mission.
Cadaver,
Go for it.
he looks up at Coraline. I unfortunately think that, yes, this is your Rose. She was traveling with Rook and Angel, and she betrayed them to this knight in black armor. They don't know why, but I'm sorry, Coraline. That must be a lot to know that she did that.
I think I already knew.
They just knew the.
I just didn't want to admit it.
Oh, I thought Rose did it.
Thank
You
you
got the whole backstory.
for reading it.
Oh, that's
You're welcome.
It's weird. I've spent my whole life cleaning up after her messes.
Why do you keep cleaning up after them? Why wear yourself out if she doesn't help you in return?
Because she loves me? Or
Wow.
she said she did?
How does she love you? How does she show it? Because words are just words. They could be lies.
I guess I just told myself that I could feel it. Or that maybe one day she would prove it.
Instead, she's just left you waiting again and again.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
You don't deserve that, Coraline. You know that, right? You don't deserve to clean up after someone and wait an agonizingly long time. Something that I'm afraid you're never going to get. She doesn't deserve you. She doesn't deserve you, Coraline.
She reaches out and she takes his hand and she gives it a squeeze.
He squeezes back.
That's when.
Thank you for reading it for me.
When you're muted.
You're muted, honey.
I was gonna say he's just like been wandering around a little bit, and he like finally probably asks somebody like, "Hey, where's the room that he thought Cadaver went to?" And walks in and sees them, and it's just kind of like,
As soon as Val walks in, Coraline takes her hand back.
if he's gonna just like suddenly be very awkward and just kind of be like, if I'm interrupting something, I can.
No,
back
no,
later.
not at all. I actually have to take this file back to a room that is not this one.
Right.
And she picks up the file and she walks out and she gives like a little nod and like a little wave as she walks away.
Right. He's gonna kind of like look at Cadaver and he's gonna be like, you want to grab that? I don't know if they have alcohol here, but maybe tea.
God, I hope they have some alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go looking for some. That'd be great.
You go into the kitchen, you find Saint just snacking on croissants and tea and, having time of her life.
Val's gonna look at Saint and he's gonna be like, alcohol. Have you found any?
No, I don't need any. Did you
I
know
need
you
some.
have to suffer all the time to do cool things?
What?
I didn't.
Sounds
It's
fake,
amazing.
but okay.
Cadaver and Val just both turn their head. What?
I know. For the three of us, very strange concept. But can you imagine not being in pain?
No.
Val's gonna be like,
I'm gonna show you some
alcohol.
fun
And he's
stuff.
gonna start just opening cabinets looking for alcohol.
Cadaver will help looking for some.
Make an investigation check with disadvantage for you, Cadaver.
Ah. I already rolled in that
well.
one.
You find
We don't
none.
see it.
No fucking alcohol for you guys.
I got an 8.
Nope. And that one, nyet.
Oh, come on, cadaver.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
Do they find
Tea?
Tea.
Absolutely. It's literally right in
Okay.
front, like right behind Saint.
Perfect.
It's like on the countertop.
Val's
Alright.
gonna make some tea kind of like begrudgingly and just kind of be like, well, next time the opportunity strikes, I'll actually buy you a drink, but this will have to suffice for now.
Should we find someplace private?
Is there like a garden or something they can go sit in?
I
Like,
was
somewhere that's a
literally
little more-
thinking the
Oh!
same thing. I was
Our
like, garden?
minds.
No, it's not like I've been
Time.
describing a huge garden outside of this
Yeah.
building this entire
Let's
session.
go to the garden.
Saint hears them talk about the garden. And she's like, "Well, don't stay there for too long, okay? Just
Val's gonna be like, oh, all right. Did you? He's like, it's a big garden, but never mind. He's like wanting to ask, but he's like, I don't have time for this. We can talk about it later.
the garden, a lot of places to try. What do you mean?
a lot of dark corners.
Don't stop it. Stop
Ow.
it.
Not
You
even
made him
hanging-
hot. You made him hot.
Yeah.
Wait a
Doesn't
The
mean
dice,
sexy-
the
Could be
dice
hot.
decreed it.
Look, yes, but that doesn't mean sexy time has to happen.
No, it will not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're having
No.
tea in
No.
we're having tea in a garden, very peachy.
Yeah.
But if you
All
get
right,
rose
they're gonna
tea-
go out to the garden
Okay, you go to the
with their
garden
tea.
with the little rose tea. As you go, it's very nice. It's a brisk breeze.
Can it not be rose tea? Can it not be rose
I was
tea?
gonna say, can it be like any other tea?
Yeah, that's
Can I get a
fine.
nice black tea?
Yes, you can have a nice black.
Thank you.
Sorry. Rose tea is my favorite like herbal tea, so that's why.
Okay.
So that's okay. You guys have trauma, I understand.
Val would love a rose tea, but you know, maybe he has a rose tea.
He has a rose tea.
Yeah,
Cadaver
yeah,
can have a
Cadaver can
black
have
tea.
a black
You guys
tea.
go into the garden, and it is beautiful. You find a little bench
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna sit
by
down.
like close to like a willow tree.
Perfect. They're gonna kind
Cadaver goes, he like raises his teacup and he's like, cheers. Wish this had something a little stronger in it. And he chugs it.
he chugs the tea. All right, Val's gonna just kind of like side eye him and like
Yeah.
take a sip and just kind of. He's gonna be, are you're all right, Cadaver?
To be quite honest, Val, I have been ebbing and flowing between all right and not all right for some time now, and Coraline gave me a file, and it spoke of the mission that Rook was on, and I believe I mentioned to you about the man I loved, Angel. He was on it, and he died saving Rook's life, giving him the ring I gave him in return. And Rose knows Coraline and betrayed Rook and Angel and everyone a part of their party, and poor Coraline, she has been waiting for this Rose to come back to her and finally give her the love that she deserves, and I don't think there's one single piece of love in Rose. And that's just hard for Coraline, I know. I'm more worried about her than myself at the moment. But I can't ever stop thinking about Angel. And now that I've gotten more and more details collected over our journeys together, I thought it would bring me some sort of peace knowing, but it only gets harder. Sorry to be a downer.
No. I can't speak to love, but I'm no stranger to betrayal, and it cuts deeper than you could ever imagine, but I think had I had friends, it would have made it easier to bear. Coraline is a lot tougher than anybody gives her credit for. And I think she will be alright. But I'm sorry that you are suffering. Would you tell me about Angel? What
Sure.
did he look like? To you, what did he look like?
He was beautiful. He would visit me in the mornings, the sun behind him, and he would always be smiling. He'd bring me gifts sometimes from his journeys, and I still have a spot for them back home. They'd be either little trinkets, silly things, but I love them just the same. And he was a very good fighter. We didn't get along in the beginning. He broke into my cemetery, and I almost killed him.
A bit of tension's usually quite good for the start of romance. In my experience.
Apparently. But suddenly, we just became very open and honest with each other. It was very strange. I've never been so honest with someone before. But I could tell just by being in his presence, he was someone I could trust, and he wouldn't use me or betray me or anything like that. Everything about Angel was pure and good, and there was never a worry with him. We were going to run away together to Kelcrest and get married. And we were so close, Val. We were so close. I guess that's why I'm so desperate to find a way to get back to him. 'Cause it's just not fair. It isn't. I had him, and it was supposed to be forever. I felt it in my soul. For the first time ever, it was the one thing that I knew that was true.
I cannot even imagine something like that to have, let alone to lose. I don't know how you bear it.
Some days are harder than most. It's a weight I feel, and I don't think it'll ever go away. And I guess I just cling to his memory and hope that I'll be okay. I hope that that's enough I hope it is.
Well, from what you've told me of the man, I imagine he wants you to be happy and to find a way to not move on from him, carry him with you always, but to not cling to your grief.
That's
No.
what he told me. That night that we all shared a dream on the ship, I know that others dreamt of something else, and we just didn't speak about it. I wish that we did. But I dreamt of Angel, and he told me exactly what you said, not to hang on to my grief and to live because he wanted me to live. So that's what I've been holding on to. Living and being with all of you, because being with all of you has made me feel like those mornings that he would visit me. It makes me feel a little bit warmer.
Warmth. Back where I'm from, it's cold. Most always. And the biting pain of it is just... It is the sharpest in my memory. That night I have lived in cold, and even when I moved farther south and the weather grew warmer, I still felt it. It's like I had built a wall of ice around myself, and I knew the cold. I could bear it, and as long as I had it, I could survive. But meeting all of you, it's the first time I think I've ever truly felt warm. And it's terrifying. But he's gonna reach into his pocket and he's gonna pull out a little brown package. And he's gonna hand it to Cadaver and just be like, I don't want to be cold anymore. I think I would like to stay warm. And this will not in any way be comparable, but I did bring you some trinkets.
Before Cadaver opens it, he pulls Val into a very warm, tight hug.
Val is going to just melt into the embrace and just hold Cadaver very tightly.
Cadaver's going to whisper into Val's ear, "We're never going to be cold again."
Took psychic damage.
And that's a promise.
I hope you're right.
And Cadaver, takes his shoulders and smiles at him and starts opening up the gift.
Okay.
What's inside?
What's inside?
So inside is just a couple of little things. There are a pair of earrings that are gold and are like dangles. One is a sun and one is a moon. And then the other is a little gold ring, like a little decorative gold ring. And it could either be, nose, lip, ear. It's just like a little hoop that has like a little loopy pattern in it.
Oh.
And as Cadaver opens it, he's going to be like, beautiful things should be adorned with other beautiful things. And you are quite lovely, Cadaver. And not just outwardly, but the small bits of your soul that you've shared with me, which I'm grateful for, are beautiful. I hope you know that.
Thank you, Val. I think you'll see Cadaver has turned a little bit red with that. And he's like holding the jewelry and then looking back up at Val and is just like, you yourself are beautiful with your music and your artwork and just how caring you are. I see you with everyone in the group. You are and Cadaver takes his hand and like strokes his fingers, and he lifts it up and gives it a kiss.
I was gonna say Val turns red, but he is red. Val's gonna blush a little bit, but he's gonna kind of like laugh a little bit under his breath and just kind of be like, if we're being completely transparent and honest, I haven't cared about anybody in a long time. And I tried very hard not to care for all of you, but he's gonna kind of gesture to the jewelry and he's gonna be like, this is the first gift that I have ever given. These are the first gifts that I've ever given that were purely gifts and weren't some form of bribe or manipulation. And I never truly got to figure out who I was before I had to form myself into something to survive. And I often think about that little boy and wonder who he might have been had things been different. And now with you all, I think that I'm beginning to find myself. And I cannot express my gratitude enough to you all for that.
It really is funny how alike we are, Val. So lost in a persona. And I think Cadaver takes he's gonna take the back of Val's head and he's just gonna press his forehead to Val and he goes, I like you just the way that you are. The real you inside.
Val's gonna be, as Cadaver presses his forehead against his, he can feel that Val is trembling a little. And he just nods his head a little bit and just says, I think that I might be starting to like who I am too, for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it with me. And thank you for the gifts.
You're welcome.
That beautiful moment, the camera just pans, and there are butterflies around you. And it's all really pretty. Add
Cherry blossom.
Yeah. Add a little like sun flare in that shot as well as we go to Gwendolyn. Sorry.
You want to blow your nose first?
That was beautiful.
Are you crying, honey?
Doesn't take much.
We've been...
Aww.
Sorry. Let's go to beautiful. Let's go to Gwendolyn. What the fuck are you doing?
Found the stairs.
Wow. Make an investigation check to see if you found the stairs. No, you're just kidding. What do you do?
Okay, wait, so, right, I don't have to roll?
No, I'm just
This
kidding.
dice really does not like me.
Right, I have more dice. But yes, what do you do?
There's a guest room.
Mm-hmm. Fifth floor. Mm-hmm.
Fifth floor. Yeah, she's going up the stairs. On the third floor, she's like, yes.
Oh, they can't hear you, lady.
What? Oh, hi, I'm here now in this screen.
Okay. I'm gonna hide my notes. There we go. What do you do?
So, she's on the third floor, and she's just like, there are just too many stairs. She's tired, and she's kind of trudging her way up, and then by the time she finds a guest room, she's kind of slammed herself in there, like shut the door behind her, and has kind of just quite aggressively actually started taking off her armor, and she's trying to basically ignore this weight that is on her shoulders from everything that's transpired in the last month. And as she's taking off her armor and kind of like throwing it down, she goes to look at her her cross that she wears. It's a Celtic cross, and she wears it in symbolism of her mother. That is how she connects to Tyr. She does have a rune stone that she does wear, however, on her belt as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she holds it and almost considers taking it off. She never really does. But then as she kind of climbs into bed, she just gonna whisper to it while gripping it very tightly. Please don't leave me. And then she's gonna try and sleep. She's tired.
Okay. Make a wisdom check. Check, not save. A nice solid 8. This is so weird. I'm just gonna... Gwen. I don't like being this close. Me neither.
I'm gonna go.
Fuck up to your own screen. Do you want me to look at you, or do you want me to look into the camera?
Look into the camera.
Okay. Gwen. You try to sleep.
Oh.
You do sleep. You try to sleep soundly is what I mean. You, just because of the voices that have now vested inside your mind, that is the only thing you see and hear and sense and feel as you sleep. You do sleep, you get those 8 hours, but it's almost painful. It's almost like you feel that you're losing grip on reality, on what is real and what is not. The voices almost sometimes are so loud, it feels like you have to hold your ears. And sometimes it's just a mere whisper as you just try to, you dream of cakes, you dream of boats, you dream of weird, dream logic stuff where, oh yes, I was riding a unicorn that also was the mayor of the bank, those kind of situations. But there's still that constant whisper, that constant thing going on inside of your brain, and when you don't hear the thing that they said again and again and again, you can hear them saying your name. You can hear them say your friend's name. It's almost like a reminder that if you don't solve this, you will lose your own mind, and you will never find out what is actual reality and what in the end is a terrible dream. And you know that your God won't be able to step in and help you now.
It's fine.
And with that, we're going to end the session.
Woo!
But you've all leveled up.
Oh! Hell yeah.
So
Level 8, baby.
we're gonna sit again after the stream and just look through that. So thank you everyone for watching the stream tonight. It was a bit chaotic. It was a bit fun. Next Waywards, we actually don't know when that is. I'm gonna be talking to Art, my right hand man, Art for Renegade, and we're gonna figure out the new schedule that's coming now in November. But on Wednesday, we're gonna have a question bound with Zach and Faye. We're going to have a Paragon Dust Halloween special on the 30th, on that Saturday coming. And please follow us on social media and on Discord to be in the loop of what is going to happen with the schedules for the rest of the Summerbound channel. I love you all. I hope you have a good night, morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye.